Thank you. Hello, hello, guys. Let me just. All right. The fan is turned off and we are ready. Let me just put on glasses so that I can see what's being said. All right. How's everyone doing? Welcome to SoulWork Sunday. Every Sunday, I try to go live and do readings and whatnot. I call it SoulWork Sunday. If this is your first time, welcome. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. Now is a very good time. Now is a very good time for you to subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, turn on the notification bell, you know, all the stuff, all the good stuff that you should be doing, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so, oh, wait, why did I, guys, frazzled, okay? Let me just, ooh, calm down, dude. Calm down. Did you all see that? Calm down. Okay, maybe you're frazzled like me. Maybe I'll switch to my trusty one. Nice and calm. Nice and calm, you know, just this one's been broken in by marshmallows. All right, let me just clear any negatives, leaving only the good jujus. Okay, so today we have quite a bit available. Let's just, there you go. Let me go to the website. I'm not trying to go live on Facebook. Okay, guys, I'm feeling silly and just kind of. Okay, what do we have today? Today we have bioscans, condensed clairtarots, manifestation amplifiers, twin flame clairtarot, Lyran fire clearing. If you don't know what this is, Lyran fire clearing. It's meow meow level badassery, okay? Lyrans are feline humanoids that hail from the star system of Lyra. Freaking badassery. That's all I gotta say, all right? If you need to clear some stuff in a badass way, we do the Lyran fire clearing. We also have the galactic shield amelioration, DNA activation. Okay, yeah, we can't have 2 DNA activations, just 1. All right, and that's what we got, guys. All right, that's what we got today. If you would like to expedite your request, simply go to that link and get it. Just get it. All right, what are you guys saying? What are you guys saying? Ew. Okay. Some bad juju's got to burn. Yes. Yellow puke road. Yes. Okay. Let me just jump into this. So if you're new to SoulWork Sunday, all right. If you're new to SoulWork Sunday, I like to start things off by doing number words. And with that, you guess a number from 1 to 100. Okay, I'm just guess a number from 1 to 100, and the one that comes closest, oh, actually no, the one that guesses what I have written on my screen, the first one that I see that matches what I have written on my screen, wins a Claire Tarot reading from me. All right, today's just been so crazy hectic. And that's probably because, let me just set this up, guys. That's probably because I discovered a gym near me has the machine that I've been coveting for like, I don't know, like a year or something. It's like been a year that I've been trying to find a machine like this, and I found it. And so I forced my husband to go with me. All right, guys. All right. Oh, well, there you guys go. I'm starting after Lissy said she didn't even say go. So that's where I'm starting. Go ahead and re-guess all of your numbers all over again. All right. But yeah, so I found this machine and I was like, is that the machine I think it is? Is that what I think it is? And I went over and I looked and I said, "God, shit, this is what I think it is." And I just loaded up a shit ton of weights on it. I said, "Girl, you can do it. You can do it." I darn near almost peed myself, but I did it. I did it. I'm not even joking. The level of ass clench that occurred. It was definitely an elevated amount of ass clench. I think this needs my full focus because y'all are guessing numbers so damn fast. Y'all are guessing numbers so damn fast. I'm turning Southern up in here. Okay. Yeah, it would behoove you to guess only one number at a time because. Oh, Oscar. I'm so sorry. I'm yelling so mother freaking loud. Oscar Holmberg. Oscar Holmberg won at 43. Oscar. All right. Oscar, you won at 43. Let's get you some cards. Okay. Let's get this started. So yeah, that's what happened. Forced him to go with me this morning. And then I was there for a while. And then suddenly when we left, we thought we could have just a nice chill coffee date. Next thing you know, his alarm goes off. We didn't even leave the parking lot yet. Time to get the second moving van. Shit. So that's what happened. That's what happened. All right, Oscar. We're getting you some cards. All right, we're ready. Let's just scoosh this back. I know I can see. I can scoosh it back like that. Ooh, y'all have been talking real hard. Okay. Oscar. Now, don't be getting mad at me. But this is looking like, are you having relationship drama? Oh, the cards all fell. Shit. Hold on. Yeah, I think you're tired of her shit. Hold on. Oh my God. It's a shit ton of cards. Hold on, guys. Oh, this is an important card. All right. So, Oscar, here's what's going on. Okay, your relationship drama is getting real intense. Ooh. It's getting real intense. Ooh, okay. Just get you two more cards. This real intense. So I'm pulling out hella cards. I pulled out hella cards. Okay. This is a hot ass mess. This is what I'm seeing is this is a hot ass mess that you have on your hands, Oscar. She be starting some shit with you. Okay, so first off, disclaimer. Although I have boobs and a vajayjay, I don't always just side with the girls, okay? I side with whatever is right, whatever is appropriate. So it's like she has some serious self-esteem issues, and so it constantly makes her think that you are doing shady shit, which then if you're already being accused, because I have more of a male's mentality, might as well, right? Might as well. And then so it just starts this whole like back and forth and back and forth. It's feeling like a lot of B words are being tossed around. And she just, yeah, no, it's getting real messy. It's getting real messy. Y'all both need exorcisms. I'm not even joking. I do exorcisms. Yeah, no, it's bad. It's bad. So you're needing to watch the way, yeah, I didn't want to say that, and not just physical violence on your part. So we got to make sure that that's clear. It's not just physical violence on your part. It really riles her up. She has a demonic latching. It's flat out demonic. It really, really messes with her head. Not excusing the behavior, but this is to help you understand, to not take it so personal, to not go full on verbal attack, which then, I mean, y'all both don't even know what's up and what's down. You both are so confused. And it's not that she isn't worthy of you. She's like Empress type energy, you know? She can totally be what they say wifey material. But y'all need to do something about this demonic influence that's occurring, because it's keeping you both very, very depleted. Okay, there's just too much shit it's spreading you both very, very thin. It wants to keep you guys in a state of chaos. But even with that, okay, wait. Card number 23, defend to the end the worthwhile. This is like trial by fire for the both of you. Trial by fire. If you can make it through this, you're going to be together for the rest of your lives. This is, I'll tell you right now, I don't like her behavior. I don't like females that behave this way, but she's Empress energy. She's a ride or die. She's like legit ride or die, but she fucking crazy. When she lets that shit in her head, I'm just saying. Yeah, no, that's exactly what I'm seeing. Like you're not necessarily the one that instigates it. It's all like nonstop in her ear, and then it screws with her head, and then she goes at you, and you're like, just, I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. And she goes for so long and like digs so deep, it kind of triggers you, and then you're like, you know what? All right, you want to start this shit again? And then you go for it. And unfortunately, it's kicking both your asses, like literally and figuratively. I wouldn't be surprised if one of the people in her circle is also being used as a Trojan, meaning this demonic thing has a hold on quite possibly one of her closest friends and is really riling her up, all up in her ear. Okay. I don't like females like that. I'm not even joking. Like, ooh, girl, he's probably doing right now. Oh, he's probably blah, 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 blah. That's why and lo and behold, your ringer's just off because, well, maybe you're at work. Girl, he's probably creeping around behind you. Like, shut up. I hate females like that. Seriously. I can't. I can't with females like that. You have to focus on the light, okay? Focus on the light. Card number 37. There's a lot of dark shit all around both of you. Both of you are like, you got the Judgment card. There's just a lot of really dark, ugly people around you guys. Yeah, it's just a lot of really dark, ugly people around you guys. You got to be like that bird and rise above that. It's going to take you doing it. I'm telling you. You don't deserve to be disrespected. You don't deserve to be abused, just like she doesn't. But if you can get through to her, if you both can, get an extraction, she's your ride or die. Like, this is the kind of woman you need in your life when she's stable. But she's not stable right now. They're not going to allow her to be stable. The main target is you. I'll tell you, the main target is you. You're the one with the massive energy, and it doesn't want you to ascend. So it uses basically the love of your life as a weapon against you. And it surrounds her, see, 100% at 448. 100%, obviously, that's the totality, right? 4 is the number of self. When you have 2 4s beside each other, they equal 8. 8 is the number of reunification. Reunification of the masculine and the feminine, the twin rays, the soul and the self. It's just the number of reunification for all of eternity. Because if you turn it on its side, it's like 2 heads coming together, forming into one for all of infinity. See what I'm saying? And so when you have the 4 and 4 together, y'all need to be equal. You have to be shoulder to shoulder and rise together. You can't just keep pulling her up and she's shoving you in the face trying to stay down. That's not going to work. If that's the case, you need to cut her loose, because your presence in her life, I hate to say this, but I have to be very real with you, will continue to bring demonic presence to her doorstep. And if she's not willing to rise up with you, like side by side, this is going to really fuck up her whole life. And as it does that, it fucks up your whole life. So unless the 2 of you are really going to actually work through this, like really truly work through this, because she reads like a ride or die for you. You know what I mean? Like the level of crazy that she shows you, she can amp that up even more to protect you. See what I'm saying? So it's just about her being able to channel this energy in a way that's productive for both of you. Oh, she's definitely ride or die. She definitely ride or die. Like, yes. Yes. Yeah, no, she would do more than run. She'd shake your ass. I'm not even joking. When she gets in a mood, hide all the sharp stuff, because you shake your ass. Literally. Literally. But just know, you got an equal, because if war ever comes to your door, she has your 6. Okay, you can do the 12. She got the 6. Y'all can be ride or die together. I'm just saying. So yeah, this is a hard situation. I'm glad you won, because you needed to hear these things. You definitely needed to hear these things. Yeah, no, it's bad. It's bad. Something's been going on with Cancer energy. Like, no joke. Something's been going on with Cancer energy. It started like in January of this year. I'm not saying all cancers, but it started in January of this year, where I was doing a general reading for Cancer. And I was like, is that a fucking demon in my card? I'm not even joking. I think it was like an abstract detail on one of my cards, and that shit looked like a demon. And I was like, what? Yeah, no, that was not good. So let me see. All right, we're going to do another number war. If you want to ensure that you get, thank you, Jessica. If you want to ensure that you get a reading or energy work, please go to the link that both Jessica and I just commented, and you can purchase one there for like ridiculously cheap. Okay. So back to number wars. Yeah, Oscar, I hope that works out. I really hope that works out for you. All right, we're ready. So let's see. Oh, Plum Ponds. Plum Ponds. You won at 51. Plum Ponds. I am told to get out the kitties. All right. Oh no. Okay. Okay, I don't know why I brought this up with me. Hold on, I'm gonna show you guys real quick. I'm sorry, Plum. Oscar, are you still here? I don't know if this is gonna get you killed. If it does, I'm so sorry to you and your family. So you see one of these? Mine is made of rose quartz, right? So when she start acting up, you just get one of these and you just look, boo. All this fucking rage you expressing is giving you wrinkles. You need to calm the fuck down. So you just start going like this to her face. Like, I don't know if it's gonna work or if it's gonna get you killed, but Salsa, bring this shit. You're gonna have to pull it out. It might work because it calms me down. Sometimes my husband makes me so mad and I be his ride or die. And I pull this out, I'm like, no, girl. You ain't got no bail money. Don't try to stab no man. You ain't got no bail money. You use the bail money on dried mangoes for the babies. Just calm down. Just, just relax. Just relax. And it's just, and then next thing you know, I'm like, it ain't that serious. It's really not that serious. And I calm down. Hopefully it works for you. You might want to go to like one of those secondhand stores and look for Kevlar, maybe like a combat vest or something. So if she does try to poke, it won't go all the way through. It'll just be a flesh wound. Us ride or dies, we be knowing the tricks, I'm just saying. Okay, get some Kevlar. Maybe you can find some like 2-for-1 Kevlar, underwear or like, the wife beater stuff, the shirts, not the actual activity. Okay. So there you go. So go for the Krav Maga. See, that's the thing. Okay. Plum Ponds, I haven't forgotten about you. That's the thing. My husband didn't know when he first met me almost 20 years ago that my family's huge with MMA stuff. I don't care if I'm smaller than you. You get that fulcrum going with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you can be way bigger than me. But if I get that arm, it's fucking mine. Nothing, baby, nothing. We're not talking about nothing. I'm just saying. We're not talking about nothing. Oscar, this is what you do, okay? If she jumps on you, you just take her shirt like this, pull it tight, opposite, pull it tight, opposite like this. Don't make me ruin my shirt. Pull it tight, opposite. Put your foot on her chest and push back. That will choke her out. No, don't do that. That's freaking violent, yo. As soon as she taps, you let go. As soon as she taps. Yeah, no. I'm telling you guys. I'm just saying. If you're gonna victimize me, we're gonna victimize each other. It's going to be mutual combat. All right, here, Plum Ponds. Let me just quit messing around. Okay. Shoot. Okay. It's about decompression and submersion. So I think what's been going on since you've been in like a very intense phase of ascension with the shingles and all of that, you've built up quite a bit of energy. Okay. Quite a bit of energy. And so you're probably needing to let go of most of that. All right. Just allow it to release. Allow yourself to be fully submerged in this energy without fear of drowning, and then just let it go. Okay. You're never going to be depleted if you allow yourself to just continue to release energies, because that means space will always be created within your field to take in even more energy. Okay. So no more, ooh, that it ties to that. Are you and this is very common, have you been having some like worries about, finances, not having enough, things like rent or food, the basic necessities? Have you been kind of worried about that? Not necessarily that you're struggling, but the fear of like, oh my gosh, I didn't work for so long that, it's depleted my savings, and just those kind of worries. No, I'm talking to Plum Ponds. Ah, okay. So maybe this is confirmation that your lack of worry is exactly where you need to be. Okay. Good. Good. You shouldn't feel worried. Um, Sometimes when we enter that state of like full submission, full trust to soul's ability to provide for us in perfect timing and measure, we then begin to wonder, am I crazy? Am I crazy? I don't even know what's going to happen next, and I'm not worried at all. This is crazy. I think I've lost my mind. You haven't. You definitely, you definitely haven't lost your mind. You're exactly on track for something amazing. Okay. Card number 6 of hearts, transience, celebration. So you definitely will have something to celebrate. You're going to transcend this rough patch. That's all it is. Just a little bit of a rough patch. And, you're getting through it already. Your mindset has definitely shifted. And so you're already transcending. It's basically, all of this is basically just confirmation for you. These are things you probably already know. And, you just need some confirmation. The first time you go through this type of intense cycle, you have a tendency to really question and wonder if you've just convinced yourself to be in denial of how serious your circumstance really is. You're not in denial whatsoever. Okay, whatsoever. You're not in any kind of denial. You're being very divinely guided and you're listening. So just rest assured, you're exactly where you need to be. 7 of spades, travel, lightheartedness. So not only are you traveling through your own sacred space, meaning really exploring all these different aspects of yourself, there's a likelihood you're going to actually be traveling. I don't know that it's going to be very far, but it feels like you're going to be visiting an old friend and visiting this person. I don't know if you've already planning something, but visiting this person from your past is going to help you understand how different you've become. And this is a good thing. That friendship might not continue. Not to say that there's going to be any drama, but it might be something where you begin to recognize how little you actually have in common. Like it's nice to see them and catch up and see that they're doing well, but you're kind of just ready to move on to the next chapter of your life. And again, everything that I'm getting is really just like serving as confirmation for you to know that everything's exactly the way it should be for you right now. There's nothing that you need to do different. There's no misstep, none of that. Everything is just going like so beautifully, so beautifully. And I think you already feel that, to be honest. I think you already feel that. All right. So let us see. Okay. And just so people know, moderators, any rudeness, racial slurs, anything like that, no more timeouts. Full on ban. We don't have time for that shit. Not today. And just for everyone else, I'm ovulating. So I'm very hormonal and emotionally questionable. Just saying, be on your best behavior and I'll try to be on mine. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Maybe I brought this up for me because not that serious. It's not that serious. Don't be getting no walnut forehead based off some other people's bullshit, girl. You know, you have the power to create life, to house life for 9 months. They fuck your ass up, but you know, half the people on this planet can't do that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. There you go. I'm good. All right, let's get started. Let's get started. Let's get this party started, right? All right. So this is for Tess. So bioscan and clearing. Tess, is there anything in particular that you want me to scan? I am Ether. Are you here? All right. Upper left shoulder. Okay. When you say upper left shoulder, do you mean right around here or do you mean closer to your shoulder blade? Because I am seeing something around the shoulder blade area. So in the back, closer to the neck, or here? Like the top of the trapezius or in the back area? The top. Okay. What I'm seeing is that you sprouted you sprouted a wing in your left shoulder blade. And this wing very much resembles almost like a dragon wing, where the top bend portion has what looks like a horn. Heavy hand. I don't see a hand there. Let me show you dragon wing. Oh, cosplay. You even get a tail, eh? Well, that's pretty badass. So I'm not purchasing cosplay stuff. See this right here? The top tip of the wing? That right there, okay, it looks like the wing came out your left shoulder blade in a very crooked way. And at some point, it's almost as though, I don't know if it's spasmed and stretched out and then retracted really fast, but that spike part is dug in. It's dug in. So I don't see a hand there. Has this been going on since the hand? This is mango tea. Mango black tea with no sugar, no nothing, just mango black tea. Did this begin once right, the pain, did it begin not long after you felt that hand on your trap? On 8-3. It doesn't feel connected to me. I don't see a connection. Uh, I keep seeing a wing embedded right in here. Hey, my report. Hey. Going back to you, Tess, I don't see a hand there. I don't even sense like residual energy of a hand. I do see like a sedative type of energy there. It could be that. I definitely don't sense any type of parasitic influence there. You just felt a pressure. I'm just checking deeper. The deeper I go, the more I sense like a sedative. I think your higher self is probably the one sending that kind of energy there to block any kind of pain. Have you had any kind of muscular spasms in that area? I do offer a wing workup type of session. We could probably do something like that to fix the dragon wing. The right side has not come out yet. So if you're having problems in your back, like you're sitting kind of slumped or I don't know, like crooked in some way, it could be that. It could be that because one side is out, the other one isn't. Lower back pain. See, you threw your back out on 8-3 the same day that the hand thing started. I think it has to do with the wing. I definitely think it has to do with the wing. Yeah. Well, it wouldn't be painful if your higher self keeps sedating the receptors, the pain receptors. So you should probably, I don't know if I have that available on my website though. Um, if anything, email or message my page and maybe we could just privately invoice you for that. I don't think I offer that publicly right now. I think, as a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I don't. Okay, let me see what else it was that you. Yeah, I feel it has to do with your dragon wing and its sedative energy. The Lyran fire clearing. Okay. All right. All right. Let us first untangle. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I don't see any parasitic in your field. Let me just check your belly really quick. How's your diet been going? I sense quite a bit of inflammation in the belly, actually systemic, all over joints and everything. I don't know if did you have another flare up? It almost reads as though a flare up is subsiding or just beginning. Let me. I'm just getting the song. Ah, beer and pizza are not your friends. It's mad. Okay. You might want to send your dragons away. How do you feel? It's definitely starting in the belly. It's definitely food related, and it's probably causing a low grade flare up for your RA. Yeah, sorry. How do you feel, Tess? Da, 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 da. Oh, oh my! All right. Okay, good. Um, let me just scan your wing one more time on the right side. Do you have any odd sensations in your right shoulder blade? Or ow. Have you had any odd sensations in the right shoulder blade recently? Almost like you wonder if you got attacked, but then um, any type of discomfort just randomly went away? Okay. The reason I ask is because your higher self requested that I check your right shoulder blade before I finish your expedites. Um, you don't have a right wing. You only have the left. It looks as though there was once a wing there, and not so long ago, the wing was completely torn out. So I'm kind of wondering if on the third you were heavily attacked. No wing at all. Whatever wing it was, there's nothing there. So I'm wondering if that wasn't a spasm. I'm wondering if there was a struggle that you weren't aware of, and in their attempt to try and rip out both the wings, um, your left wing kind of dug into you, and so they couldn't remove that without you realizing what was going on. Um, there's absolutely nothing on the right side at all. I'm so sorry. It's definitely something that I can reconstruct privately. We can reconstruct it, cloning your coding and a few other steps. But I think you were heavily attacked. You should definitely practice scanning. Um, really, really work on the scanning and checking your field. I don't know who attacked you. There's no there's no obvious tell as to who attacked you. But it would have to be something pretty intense and savage to tear out an entire wing. I mean, it didn't just break the wing off, the whole thing. It's like gaping hole in the shoulder blade where it would hook into. Yeah. It's definitely not something low grade. Yeah. Um, it might, and this is just, a possible idea. It's a possibility. It's not anything that I feel super certain about, but it might have to do when you go astral travel. It might have been done when you were astral. Okay. So definitely make sure you stay protected. Well, if you're going to do astral stuff. Well, I don't want you to try and pin this on someone. You know what I mean? um, unless you're absolutely certain, which you don't have to say here on this live, but I don't want you to be trying to place the blame on someone. It's not necessary. Okay, you don't want to fall into that cycle. All right. So, I mean, if information pops up, information pops up, but unless it does, I would kind of just leave it be. All right. So I did the layering clearing. You don't feel dizzy, right? You feel okay? Just set your intention, have a conversation with your higher self, and set that intention. If you need to know, then your higher self will make it known. But if you don't need to know, then you're going to move forward and continue with your progress. Okay. Sometimes we need to know, sometimes we don't. All right. You're welcome. Next, we have Timmy. All right. So, okay. Let's see what's going on, Simi. Simi, are you here? All right. So, Rachel, if you're on, Simi. Oh, there's Simi. Hi. Let's try and get you some answers for that. Let's see. excuse me, the fixation might come from the proximity because you guys were just in the same space. So it might come from that, but we're definitely going to pull cards to make sure. Let's see. Oh. Okay. Okay. So this is interesting. There's a lot going on. I think a Laren clearing might be good for you. I think, yeah. And the reason why I say a Laren clearing would probably be beneficial is that that type of fire would definitely incinerate these codes that are in your field from the proximity. It's not going to completely take away the thoughts because, I mean, really no one can interfere. If it's a true twin pairing, no one else can interfere. No one can separate. No one can, you know, all that does is delay the inevitable. Let me just... Wow. These are some... Okay. All right. So here's what's going on, okay? Card number 36, listening for truth. So 51 minutes. Daddy or Rachel, if you could just note 51 minutes. So if Simi has to come back and watch, we can let her know exactly what time I start. So 52 minutes. Card number 36, listening for truth. You've been surrounded by a lot of dark energy, okay? And I think this comes from the Lilith influence. You can't listen to those thoughts. You just cannot allow yourself to. You have to find a way to block them out. Notice how her eyes are closed. If you keep looking at things that perpetuate the cyclical thought patterns, you have to stop. You have to stop. Okay. I don't know if you're watching old videos or like looking at pictures of when you were, at the same party together, like, nostalgic type stuff. You have to stop. Okay. You're strong enough to do it. Okay, Simi, you're strong enough to do it. Okay. I was just saying, if you're looking at nostalgic things, because you've been surrounded by dark energy, if you're looking at nostalgic things like old pictures, videos, things like that, you have to stop because it's trying to keep you in a cyclical thought pattern. It's trying to keep you fixated so that it can drain your energy. Now, you have the strength to do this. You absolutely are strong enough for this, okay? You are an empress compared to that peasant of a... Let me just... I'm a bit emotional. You're considered empress type energy in comparison to you know who. So don't let yourself lower, okay? Don't lower yourself. Don't try and find a way to outsmart or any of that. People who are smarter than others don't need to prove they're smarter. They don't need to, have some grand show of this. They just are, and whether people recognize it or not, it's irrelevant to them. Their intelligence, it's not determined by other people's recognition of it, okay? So it's the same thing for you right now. Now, card number... Oh, shit. Are you thinking of writing an email? Yes, learn the Spanish. Hold on. All right. Focus on learning your Spanish. If okay, I hope I'm misreading this. Card number 42, the word wants to be written. You're in tears, and it's like you've come to the realization of something. You want to talk about it. You want to express it so badly. Don't do it. Don't do it. This might be something that's coming up, okay? Like it hasn't happened yet. I don't know if during your trip, was she trying to aggravate you, but you just kept like being nice? During the vacation, was she trying to do things to like annoy you, and you just kept trying to, put up a very civil front? She was being extra friendly. Okay. What I'm getting is that she was trying to do something. There was some sort of, I don't know what she was planning during the trip, and it didn't work. You didn't react the way she was wanting you to react. And so now that she's back home, she's going to try something else. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's something that will really, it's probably going to be tied to business. And it's probably going to make you feel very, very unappreciated and disrespected. Don't fall for it. She's gonna try and bait you. Don't fall for it. If it's an email, especially, do not respond to that email. Do not have any emotion in that response. What happens is when a true narcissist, someone who has clinical narcissism, not just, how we throw that word around, anyone we don't like or disagree with, oh, you're a narcissist. No, this person has true clinical narcissism. When they notice that they're losing control, their grip on you, then they start to act up even more. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the next nasty email she sends sometime this coming week is going to be above and beyond. Like above and beyond. No one else can deny that it was just beyond disrespectful and unnecessary. Don't respond to that, because if you respond to that, you've played into her hand. Okay? Don't respond to that. If you don't respond to it and allow yourself to compose an email that has no emotion, then you've just trumped her. You've just entered the high priestess league. What it does is it shifts the way everyone sees her and the way everyone sees you. And that's going to drive her nuts. You also got the judgment card in relation to this event. And this is going to be something that it's going to really change things. For whatever reason, it's going to really change things. So focusing back on your husband, card number 23, defend to the end the worthwhile. With this, distracting you and causing you to become very fixated on things that you don't need to be fixated on, it's really to leave you open, not you, your husband, is to leave your husband open to access. And I vaguely remember previously, I don't know if it was yesterday or maybe another time, but it was a feeling of your husband's health may have some situation, okay? So focus on that instead. Defend to the end the worthwhile. You're going to have nothing to worry about. If you're going to be defending something, you sure got a big ass sword to do it. And you have the wisdom. You have the ability to see. Owls, it's like they almost barely blink. Their eyes are huge. They're said to be all-seeing. So you have what it takes. You have all the tools. You also have a very solid magical foundation. You have to make sure you tap into all of these things. Okay, Simi? Tap into all of these things. You have what it takes to defend your space, but you're being kept frazzled all the time, constantly frazzled, and that's what's keeping you from defending your own space. You know, a queen doesn't allow herself to get frazzled by peasants. I remember that. A queen doesn't allow herself to get frazzled by peasants. So you have to tell yourself that repeatedly. Let me just, hold on real quick. Let me just mark the clearing. I'm going to go ahead and perform your clearing now. Okay, Simi? You're welcome. Don't let her trigger you. This is a game of poker. You don't show her your hands, okay? Okay. Breathe very deep and very slow. How do you feel, Simi? Oh, poker face, poker face, poker face, poker face, poker face, poker face. I'm sorry. Girl, you should have never wrote that. Awesome, Simi. So when I was almost done and I was doing a final scan to make sure I burned up all of the residual coating, I poke her in the face. I did feel, again, that feminine energy come back around and attempt to trigger. Okay? Don't allow that back in. Don't allow that back in. Can't read my, no, you can't read my poker face. Poker face. Poker face. Poker face. All right, Simi. Good. Calmness is key. Absolutely. Absolutely. No one should ever be given enough control over you, power over you to be able to dictate what type of mood or day you're going to have. Nope. You want to piss me off? Too bad. I'm too busy to be pissed off today. Just like that. Too bad. I don't feel like being pissed off. Try again tomorrow. I'll let you know then. Very simple like that, Simi. Poker face, poker face. Poker face, poker face. Okay, Katherine Garland. Ooh, girl. Here we go. Yikes. Katherine, breathe. Put your hands over both hands. Cup it like this over your nose and your mouth. Cup it tight and breathe into your hands. All right, Katherine, breathe very deep, very slow. In 1 second, okay? Just breathe. I removed it from around your throat. Just getting my song. Sorry, something was interfering with my phone. Up, down. Laid it down for you. Laid it down for you. Oh. Now to you. Reaching for ya. Reaching for ya. I'm just loading your field with fire. Breathe. Feel the way I do. Never alone. You feel the way I do. Then my hands get raised. So God saved. Oh, oh. I'm just trying to find where it's anchored. His name, which no, he don't know his name. Know this. We'll never know this pain. We'll never know the way I feel for you. Katherine, that's a very good hider. I'm going to obliterate your whole field. I'll reconstruct it when I'm done. Got you. Clear. Reconstructing. Yeah, he's still my baby. Suelo. I hope you feel this, Katherine. You're surrounded by dragon riders. Show me your eye again. See what I do. Show me your other eye. What I thought. rise, fly. All right, so how do you feel? We're just going crazy. I'm sorry, Jessica. How do you feel, Katherine? She got a bug in her eye. Are you okay? I probably should ask you if you're okay before I start giggling. Are you okay? Like, seriously, are you okay? Yeah, no, that one was a bit intense. Um, Honestly, if you're being attacked all the time, that could be an indicator that either you're at the cusp of tapping into a massive reserve of power, personal power. It could also mean that you're at the cusp of tapping into a portion of your morphogenetic template that will give you access to even more abilities. So, you know, hang in there. Hang in there, Katherine. Okay? This thing was ballsy. I had just cleared, and then outside of your field, because it knows the laws of sovereignty, motherfucker showed me his eyeball. Okay, show me your eye again, see what happens. And so it showed me its eye again. It is now a cyclops. I hope it's satisfied. It's now a cyclops. So I said, show me your other eye. See what the fuck happens after that. And then it went away. So it's gone for now, Katherine, but I can't guarantee that it's going to stay gone. You have to maintain your auric field. You have to. You have the ability. What happened to your fire? Katherine, you're just as powerful as I am. Okay? You are just as powerful as I am. You don't need to keep waiting for me. You can do this too. You have the same fire running through your veins. Have you been setting your field on fire? Okay. So, what you do, you wait until you can't stand the attacks anymore. What they're doing is depleting you. Don't use up all of your fire on little things. Okay? That's what they're doing. That's their strategy. You have to look at things in a very tactical way. What is the strategy? If you're going to war, you have to know how the enemy functions. So it's been watching you. If it sees that you've been just setting your field on fire randomly, with no real idea why you're setting your field on fire, then it'll continue to trigger you to continue to get you to set your field on fire. Now, if you hold off for a little bit, you accumulate more and more of a charge. So when you do hit it, you hit it with huge force, and then it gets an idea, okay, you know what? This is not one we can trick. This is not going to be easy. It might not be worth the squeeze. Okay. So just really, really make sure that you're paying attention. You don't need to set your field on fire all the time because that will deplete your reserves. When you really need that big boom, you won't have the big boom. Okay. You can do this. You have nothing to fear. You can do this. You know how much you've survived in life. Okay. You know how much you've survived in life. Acknowledge that. This is not going to break you. It's just not. If you can survive that much in real life, physical, earthly life, this energetic shit's it's not going to break you. It's going to annoy you. It's going to piss you off. It's going to inconvenience you, but it's not going to break you. Okay? You've been through far worse. Far, far worse. And it's time you recognize the life that you've lived up to this point has been preparing you for this. You're not going to be broken. You just can't be. Okay? You just can't be. And that's kind of just that. There's a reason people like us live such very difficult lives. It's to prepare us for the tests that come later on when we're ready to reclaim more of our sovereign power. And that's what's going on. Yeah, kick their ass. Kick their ass. You seriously have the ability to. See, girl, you hit one with big force and all it was able to do was poke you in the shoulder blade. You know what I'm saying? It's a little pokey. Hit him harder next time. Save enough of that juice that when you hit them, you go right through them. Okay? You need to watch some Bruce Lee movies. He said, don't aim for the target. When you go to hit, aim for the impact to go beyond the target. And that's what you have to do. Okay? Watch some Bruce Lee movies, watch some anime stuff. The more gory, the better. It sounds morbid, but the more gory, the better, because that's how they function. Okay? They like to use that type of imagery to traumatize your brain, trigger PTSD so that you don't fight back. You can still trigger the PTSD and fight back. Perfectly fine. Shift your perception. If you're able to shift your perception of your PTSD to something that will fuel your fire, you could be setting fires all day. You won't get depleted. That's the real core of the issue. You're not tapping into the PTSD to fuel your fire. I'm pretty sure you understand what I'm talking about. If you can fuel your fire with that, unstoppable. Unstoppable. All right. So try to rest though if you can, okay? All right, next we have Desi. Oh my God, Desi. Of course. Yes. Let's see. Desi, are you here? You're welcome, Katherine. Let's see. She's here. Okay, here's my cards. What? You know what? Did you change the picture? The picture for your channel? No wonder. I'm like, why does that energy feel familiar? All right. Let's shuffle. Has it? Oh, you have 2 accounts. I think I'm probably thinking, is this the work one? I think I'm thinking of your personal. I don't remember ever seeing that. You got me. You got me. I was like, why does this feel so familiar? Well, okay, let's see. Oh. Are you feeling okay right now? This does not feel right. These cards don't feel right at all. Has there been a lot of confusion, miscommunication, things like that? You feel super confused. has there been a lot of miscommunication between you and other people? Because that felt like the cards were influenced. Hold on. I gotta reshuffle. Oh, the love interest? I think something's trying to block you from it. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure something's trying to block you. Have you guys been hanging out for some time now? You and the love interest? Oh, I guess what I found during the move, guys, for people who are like, oh my God, she's so racist. Because I had called this deck the Chinese deck. Okay. I'm not racist. It really is called the Chinese tarot deck. Okay. Okay. He's abroad. Okay. Right, but that's the name. It's really the Chinese deck. Okay. I was like, it's like Asian or something. I wasn't being sarcastic. It really is like Asian or Chinese deck or something like that. Let me just, ooh, okay. Yikes. Okay. Yikes. All right. All right, here goes. So it seems like the two of you are not quite seeing eye to eye. I'm wondering if you're being intentionally distracted. So these two fish distracting them, I can't necessarily say that that's two other love interests. That's not what I'm feeling, but I am feeling that there are Trojans being used to distract them. And they don't view intimacy as a heart connection. Okay. So definitely keep that in mind. Intimacy, like sexual intimacy, is not going to be, I think maybe for you, it would be something as a show of like a heart connection, but it's not for them. So, and it's not to say that they're being dishonest or just using you or any of that. It's just the way they view that is it's far different than the way you view it. So, I mean, not to assume that you guys have been intimate or not really my business, but that's definitely something that I'm being told to point out. You, on the other hand, you need to work on grounding. Okay. The red and orangey chakras, the root and sacral, those are being heavily affected. It feels like there's a parasitic circumstance going on. And so that definitely should be addressed. Okay. I wouldn't go so far as to say that you have a latching, but it seems that what's going on for a lot of people lately, not a latching, but it's outside the field trying to interfere by affecting your thought process, meaning trying to incept thoughts and things like that. Okay. And that was the feeling that I was getting before I even pulled cards. So you got the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords in reverse is about uncertainty. Oh, possible misfortune befalling a friend. That's not good. I'm wondering, are they in the same industry as you? Um, because these two, again, I don't feel like it's someone or something that is like a romantic thing on the side. I don't feel that. Um, I feel like this might be a business dealing, that they're being distracted by this. And with the five of swords in reverse, uh, the feeling that I got was the misfortune would be work related. Like maybe those other fish are going to swoop in and take a project out from under your friend. So does he seem confused? I think maybe the parasite is with him, not with you. Granted, I can't scan him because I mean, that's just immoral to be scanning someone without their permission. But I think the parasite might be with him, not you. Okay. I don't detect a parasite in your field. So that would be the only logical thing. Next would be the Ace of Staves. And this is about the start of an undertaking, beginning of a meaningful experience, an adventure. I mean, do you plan to tell him this? Do you plan to find a way to kind of give him this information? Because I think if you do, it creates an opportunity for the both of you to get on the same page and create, a deeper level of trust. Okay. But I think he's about to experience some ugliness in the business. So you said more or less similar industry. Girl, you have super sweet energy. And it's the kind of super sweet where it's like you almost never show the other side of yourself. Those kind of people actually scare me. Because all of that savagery is like accumulating and accumulating. I don't want to be the one that gets taken out on. That's scary. To me, that's a little bit scary. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. So what I'm kind of getting is this. Card number 23, defend to the end the worthwhile. If this is an industry that you're kind of part of already, I wouldn't be surprised that if this does take place, you go to war for this guy. That you would be like, point him out. I'm just saying, and then as if that wasn't enough, because that's what I first got, this card comes out. I mean, that's a pretty big ass sword you got there, girl. Queen of Swords. And to be honest, I kind of feel like, and this is just my personal opinion, I kind of feel like he needs you to do this. I don't know if he would feel like it's appropriate or if he would be embarrassed that you would, involve yourself. But that's the energy that I'm getting. Like, you definitely are like, who do I need to kick? Page of Staves. But again, I don't know how he would take it. I don't know. He might be like, no, you don't do that. Don't do that. So Page of Staves is about a loyal person, a trusted friend, a bearer of important news. Maybe he needs this. You're the Page of Staves. You're also the Queen of Swords. So you definitely are there to defend him to the end. Maybe you could just let him watch this. I don't know. But I think he probably needs this information. He feels like the outside of his shield, the energy that kind of just comes off of that, like that he presents to everyone. There's something very special about him. Oh, he asked you to be involved in one of his projects. That might be why I'm being allowed to feel his energy. Is probably being felt through you. It feels like there's something special about him. Does he Well, I mean, if he asked you to be a part of his project, I assume it's the same caliber of work that you do. Is that correct? That would explain why he feels very special, like very special. And then on top of that, card number 28, collaborative dreaming. It maybe the two of you work together to help awaken the people as a collective whole. You know, that's probably what the two of you are. For any given topic, are you guys either exactly the same or polar opposites? Is that how it's been working? Like you're either exactly the same or you're complete opposites. Like, what do you prefer, black or white? And he's like, I like white. And you're like, I like black. But then for other things, like, what's your favorite day of the week? Oh, you both like Sundays. Is that how it is for the two of you? Very similar. And the things where you're not similar, are you polar opposites? You guys are mirrors. You don't know him that well yet. Okay. I'm going to say something. I could be wrong. I just want to put that disclaimer out there before I say anything. So what I'm going to say, definitely take it with a grain of salt because I could absolutely be wrong. This is starting to look like this is a twin thing going on. Is it easy for you to walk away from people? To kind of just let that go and move on? Like if there's a breakup, you kind of just, I'm not going to pine away for you. Yeah, that's your twin. King of Coins. This is about an experienced and successful leader. This is you, a person of character and intelligence, business acumen, mathematical ability, reliable partner, wise investment, ability to acquire money and valuable possessions. It's definitely you. And when you pair it together, the two of you then amplify the manifestation ability. Because I do believe I've told you in the past, you have some elevated manifestation ability. But you got the Fool card, meaning it's like you're just kind of stuck there. You both don't really know what to do with this. And I think this kind of helps to better explain why his behavior is the way it is. I think he's very drawn to you and he doesn't understand why because he doesn't really know you that well. And so it kind of freaks him out that you have this kind of pull. That's your twin. That's just some twin stuff right there. I think it's some twin stuff going on. I really do. I feel like whatever parasitic thing doesn't want the two of you to connect because the work that you're doing, it's just so profound. If you guys are not aware about Bridging the Realm, the work she's doing is profound. She is bringing awareness to humanity at large. You guys definitely have to check out her channel, check out her projects. Can you comment the link for your projects and for your Facebook and Instagram, like wherever people should go to connect with your work? Your work is seriously important. I've been telling you that since last year, girl. I've been telling you that since last year. I believe so strongly in the work that you're doing. You're spreading such awareness to so many people who don't even realize they need to wake up from their fake sleep. Oh yeah, that's right. We're doing a podcast together. do comment your links. Comment your links. Seriously. Comment your links so people can see where they can get a hold of you and look at your projects, because you share such profound information. She finds the most insanely beautiful minds and souls and presents their body of work in such a beautifully poetic way. It's beautiful, Desi. You have to comment the link. You just do. So for your Claire Tarot, that's your twin. He might run. Not too long or too far, but he might go quiet for a little bit. Okay? Definitely he might go quiet for a little bit, because he's trying to figure out why he can't leave you alone. I think he's definitely reciprocating the feelings, the attraction, and it goes beyond a romantic attraction. Hi, Jenny. But yeah, I think it goes beyond a romantic attraction. I definitely feel like it resonates within him, and it scares the hell out of him because he's been very careful about his heart and his space, and around you no walls exist. So that's very scary for someone with that level of, control over their own life and emotions. It's scary for him. Okay. He is very guarded, but with you, there's no walls. It scares the hell out of him. It definitely scares the hell out of him. So he might go quiet for a little bit. He'll definitely come back. Yeah, that's beautiful. I hope that helps. Let's see. Kayla, Sislo, we're in fire. All right, Kayla, are you here? Yay! I'm glad it cleared your confusion. Hi, Kayla. Let's go ahead and bum, 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 bum. Let's see. All right. Breathe very deep and very slow. Have you been feeling like something's watching you, Kayla? Just like a weird feeling? Something is watching you. It looks like a little troll. I'm tracking it. This troll can move really fast. It looks almost like Slimer from hold on. It looks almost like Slimer from Ghostbusters, but with legs and trollish like ugly face. It's definitely not cute. But it can move very quickly and then fractionate itself. So it seems like there's a bunch, but it's actually just one. Yeah, whizzes. Exactly. Yep. So let's see. It's gathering information on you. Not sure who it's reporting back to, but it seems like it's tied to um, the sale of your house falling through. Did escrow get messed up suddenly, like totally blindsided? Just out of nowhere, right? It seemed like everything was going real good, full steam ahead, and then boom, hit a wall and everything crumbled. Yeah. Yeah. Let me see if this fire will, because right now it's not in your field. It was watching from the outside. Let me see if this fire will help to keep it from being able to come back. Okay. Are you in my Kokoro 33 classes? Okay. Good. Um, Go through the lessons and try out certain exercises. Okay. Whatever calls to you, ask your higher self to lead you to the exercises that will correct this circumstance. Um, that sale has to go through. I don't know why, but that's what your higher self is saying. That sale has to go through. So wait, you were going in a van, right? You were gonna travel in a van, like cross country or something, or I think it's because you need to do that. Oh, you're coming to me. What do you mean? Oh, I was like, what do you mean? Like to the house? You scared me. Oh my god, you scared the shit out of me. Like, I didn't know where I am. Oh my god. Okay, let me quit freaking myself out. You didn't do anything. I did that to myself. But yes, you're definitely going to be at the retreat. I'm wondering why they're trying to prevent you from, I mean, aside from being at the retreat, it's giving me goosebumps. It's definitely giving me goosebumps. Let me start your clearing, okay? All right. How do you feel? Oh, her end is frozen. Is your end back? It might be because, okay, it might be because my energy or that troll. Hold on, I gotta have some seeds. How do you feel? A huge energy shift? Okay. Right now, you're a glowing ball. I'm trying to see what the outside perimeter of your field looks like. I've cleared the whole area. I don't see any trails, energy trails. I'm hoping it was enough. I'm hoping it oh, when you say you have someone protecting you very closely that you can feel, do you know who it is? And did that someone just arrive? Did that someone just make their presence known? Yeah, they just showed up again. Interesting. Very interesting. Mhm. Yes, that's the name that I said. Do you feel safe? Um, this being this being is a very private one. I don't know that it would be too happy with me discussing details. Um, you definitely have a right to know. Um, I'm wondering if you ask, maybe he'll tell you directly. Because I don't. He would say that, wouldn't he? Ask him what it is that I know. Actually, no, don't ask him what it is that I know. I'll say this, that I know what you are to me. I don't know. I don't know. He's the higher self of my twin ray. I don't like when he plays games. I don't know. I don't know the answer of what you are to me. I'll have to really think on that. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think on that. I don't know the answer. I'm sorry. He just really annoys me. Maybe. Maybe he's the higher self is a very, very private being. So it might be something that I'm aware of on some level, but not consciously. I'm not sure. Do you feel better though? Yeah, I don't like to deal with him too much because it just creates more confusion. Sweaty. My energy is like ice. His energy is like fire. So that would be his energy. You feel better? Yeah, no, that's his energy. And I'm not talking about a human being, I'm talking about the higher self, the consciousness. So, okay. Next, we have Paula Lopez. Paula Lopez. You guys, I'm going to be shutting down the link, okay? Let it wash over me. Ready to lose my feet. Da 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 da. Day to day, I'm blind to see. Find how far to go. Okay, tell you what needs to be said to you. Hi, Paula. Let's see. Okay, Paula. Did you see that post about that boy who was getting beat by his family? I have to forward that to you. Did you see that post? It was just crack me up. I'm sure it cracked you up. So let's see. Well, no, it's not funny that he was getting beat by his family. But so someone posted something and it showed a picture of like a teenage boy, and it looks like he's in the courtroom and he's like crying. And it talks about how, the court system kind of failed this boy because there was a history of the parents beating him, and they sent him back to the parent, and so the parents beat him more, and so the court took him away, and because of like the family unity effort, they ended up sending him to live with his aunt. And he comes back into court, and it turns out the aunt was beating him worse than his parents. And so the judge was like, well, I'm going to let you decide who you want to live with, because he suggested the grandma, and the boy was like, no, my grandma beats me too. Yeah. And so like, I was feeling so bad for him. I was like, oh my God, this poor child. We have an extra bedroom. Like, I'll raise you. We don't beat none of our kids. We don't spank. I mean, not to judge people who spank, but in our house, we just don't spank. And I kept reading because I wanted to know where he's from to reach out or something. And the judge was like, where do you want to live? Since obviously there's a history of physical violence and abuse in your family. And he's like, I want to go live with the Raiders because they don't beat anybody. Oh, what's up? Oh, yeah. I died. I died. Jesus brought me back. He was like, boo, stop reading bullshit like this. It's like, you have me really feeling for this kid. All right, Paula. Oh, girl, it's looking like you need to live with the Raiders too, girl. Okay, well, holy shoot. Okay. Why do I put it here? All right, girl. I don't know why. I guess I told that thing for a reason. It looks as though you've been struggling through something. Card number 38, restore and replenish. Very depleted, feeling kind of beat down. You need to live with the spiritual raiders. No, excuse me. Seriously, you have messages from soul all around you. But right now, you're kind of needing to just kind of go deep within yourself, be in a curled ball, and just have a moment. Okay? It's okay to do that. You know, it's definitely okay to just have a moment where you're just there. And it's okay if you have to cry, whatever it is. If that's what you need, then just do it. Okay? Just do it. There's nothing embarrassing or not evolved about it. The key to this, because I think you're in an ascension cycle, and the key to this is holding it together. That's what buttons do. They hold it together. So you have to just hold it together. Make sure you allow yourself to take a moment to just breathe. Okay? It's really, really important. Just breathe. Now, it looks like you're needing to let something go. You're walking away from something, okay? Something stops you. You're needing to walk away from something. And in this walking away from something, you're actually walking towards something. Are you having relationship struggles right now? Are you in a relationship? And this feels like it might even be work related, to be honest. Because you're definitely walking away from something and walking towards something new. Okay. Card number 41, bring it into form. There's going to be some major changes in your life, major changes. These don't necessarily mean negative changes. Okay. But you're walking away from something. I know this is very heavy. These footsteps are heavy because look at that. It's like a very heavy heart. So, and again, you know, I don't know if it's a romantic thing because it's almost as though um, it's with another female, like it might be a coworker or a friendship. And I mean, this is not to say that everyone is heterosexual. I'm just saying the feel of it is more of like a female friend, either a good friend or a coworker that you became close with, but it's very heavy footsteps walking away. Now, card number 28, collaborative dreaming. Right now, your environment, pretty much everyone has their eyes closed. Is it a coworker friend? It hurts my heart thinking of it, like really heavy hearted. And you don't have to give details, personal details, but it feels like a coworker or friend. But the environment you're in right now, it's basically it's not an environment that supports your growth. So that might be why you have to walk away. And I mean it's hard because it's like you can't exactly just, go live on a commune where everyone shares the same exact opinions as you. But at the same time, if you want to facilitate growth, you can't exactly continue to stagnate yourself. So I think if you can find a healthy balance between growth and the level of movement, oh shit. growth in the level of movement that's necessary to flow, then maybe you don't have to, like, leave so much behind. There's some BS going on. Paula, you're aware. There is BS going on. Okay. This might be at work. Plotting. Yeah. Okay. This might be at work. So here, I don't know if a position just opened up or if you're being considered for something at work, and it's something that is coveted by other people, but there is a rat in your circle spreading bullshit about you. I don't know if they're trying to make it seem like you're not doing your job or just like, flat out lying or whatever, but they're poisoning everyone against you. Okay. This is a very intentional act. That is the intention, to get you removed. And it's being done in secret, but you're aware. I feel like you're aware. I feel like on some level, but you want to be nice. You don't want to assume. You don't want to knock a bitch out. Girl, I be knowing San Jose. Okay. You might need to knock a biznatch out. No, don't do that. I'm just messing around. Though, I think two people are masterminding this. I think two people are masterminding this. I'm wondering if the coworker friend, is a part of it. Okay. 3 of Swords. This is a third party circumstance. I'm wondering if, and I don't want to accuse, I don't want to plant seeds of doubt, but I do have to be very honest with you. Okay. My question is the two that's doing this, one of them being your friend, your coworker friend, and they're assisting because they're going to get some kind of benefit if you're taking out the picture. It's pretty fucked up. But definitely someone is trying to assert dominance. Someone is attempting, oh, girl, you give me some names. I'll be in California in a few days. You give me some names. You give me an That's the Oakland in me coming out. Fruitvale. Okay, stop. Stop. So someone's trying to assert an alpha role, and they have no problem tossing you to the side. You deserve so much better than this, Paula. I'm like so dead serious. You deserve so much better than this. You're a magician. You have all the tools of the trade. Okay. Don't see this as you being pushed out. It feels like you have to leave the company. Okay. I want you to see this as your soul is trying to guide you to another place where you have the opportunity to grow. This is more as though you've become very comfortable in that job, and it's kind of, it's lulled you. You haven't really been pushing. Oh, see, you've been there for 12 years. Yeah, you haven't really been pushing yourself in certain aspects of your mental and emotional growth. And so, because you're like me, girl, you hard-headed like me. High five. Your soul is now kind of allowing for this type of circumstance to push you out. to force you out of that company. So while these bitches plot, and I did say that, while these bitches plot, start looking for another job. You know, I feel like there is another job that pays more, has better hours, better location, and just a better company in general, where you'll actually be happy and have a lot of room to grow. I feel like it's there. You are very hard to headed like me. I feel like it's the position is being created for you right now at a different company. Okay, so kind of just keep some feelers out and send out resumes and stuff. And I really think within the next month you'll have some amazing news. But that job, consider it done. Okay, you're just finishing off your time there. These are not your real friends. These are two-faced bitches. I don't like to use the B word often, but these freaking cards, they're bitches for real. I say that with as much venom as a Pisces has. We got no venom. Wait, I almost hit my face. Hold on. Okay. But yeah, no, they're yeah, they're plotting. They're plotting on you. You know this. You're not surprised. It still hurts, you know. I know it still hurts. But it's time to move forward. Anything short of this level of betrayal, you probably would have still continued. Oh shit! You a Scorpio? You for sure got venom. Oh, these two bitches lost their cock ass mind. You should have been like, bitches. You should have checked my freaking chart before you started this shit. See, Scorpio moon. There you go. There you go. They got that twisted. Mm-hmm. That's fine. Your scorpion tail is very flexible. Okay, let me just stop. I hope that helps you, Paula. And I really, really hope that this circumstance resolves quickly and that you find yourself at a new company that's even better and has more opportunity for growth, better pay, better everything. Just, I see you smiling at work every day. Once this is finished, I see you smiling at your new job every day. I really do. I don't think it's any of a loss to you at all. At all. All right. Dahlia. Dahlia and Guy, no. Okay. That's a good question. All right, Dahlia. Let's see what the cards say about work. Work, 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 work. Oh, shit. Well, that's just too far. Daddy, can you please come up and grab the card? It went all the way too far. So let's just see. Let's just see.
It's hot up here.
Is it?
Yeah, turn on the AC for you.
You turned off the AC? You trying to smoke me out?
No, it wasn't turned off up here.
Trying to like smoke out. You know how they smoke varmint out? All right. You gave me back the card. One more shuffle. Okay, Dahlia. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, okay. This card is obviously for you. Let me just check something in the book for this deck. Let me see. Okay. So here's the thing. You asked about work. It's almost as though the feeling that I get is possibly no. Okay. To answer your question, it's possibly no. It's almost as though they're sleeping when it comes to recognizing how much you do for that company. Card number 28, collaborative dreaming. Now, this card also talks about your heart is big enough to dream not only for yourself, but for a new humanity. Imagine a world that's healed with respect, understanding, and with community that fosters life. Even your dreams that relate to you alone will contribute positively to the greater good because that's the nature of your heart. So it's like that company is not suited for you. It's almost as though your creativity, what you can truly offer, the areas in which you really truly shine, this company doesn't care about it and they don't value you. And maybe it's time to move forward. Okay. Granted, you can't just quit, but will you get a promotion? Yes, in that you're going to promote yourself to a better company. Does that make sense? Now, you're going to need to allow yourself to receive this. Did you put how long you've been there? Have you been there for a while? Let me see. It seems like you've been there for some time. I feel like you need to allow yourself to receive this blessing in disguise. Okay? If you fall back into the pattern of very negative thinking, because the ending of a job often gets people into a very negative mindset, which is absolutely normal, absolutely expected. But if you do that, what ends up happening is it's like a huge messy storm in your head. You have to allow yourself to process and then release. Okay. Now, from what everyone sees, card number 30, the perfection of your life, from what everyone sees, it's just a beautiful day, nothing to see here. But what you're really hiding behind your trees is a huge ass forest fire. Okay. So there's a lot of stuff that's going on within you that you're really not vocalizing and letting other people know. And I don't know that you need to let other people know, but you definitely need to acknowledge that you're not being appreciated and you're not happy there. And that you have to be at a place where there's a nice balance between, you know, the usual needs of like I need to work and pay my bills and having a job that can really put a smile on your face because you're very creative. um, do you work with fabric like clothing or something like that? It's awesome that some people can be at their job for a very long time. Brian's been at his for 21 years. Wow. Wow. I'm no good at that. I'm not. Love 88, are you here? I'm wondering if her Wi-Fi went out. So card number 21, beyond the mind, the heart beats. Um, it seems like you're just going through a major ascension. Major ascension. And it's like everything, your entire world is going to be shifted, just turned upside down, inside out, just all the way through. And it's not to say that you're being punished or you're going to lose everything or any of that, but just be prepared, okay? Definitely be prepared and make sure that you're ready for major change. Um, I think you're not going to be at your current company for much longer. Um, it can happen one of two ways. You can either find another job on your own or you could be let go. But the feeling, and I could be wrong, the feeling is that that job doesn't grow you. It's caused you to become stagnant. And with ascension energies this intense, stagnation is just not supported. It's not. You're going to be kind of whipped around in a huge flash flood. Okay, be prepared for that. It's something that is going to bring you ultimately to where you need to be, where you are going to be the most successful and satisfied with your life. So try your best to flow with it. Okay, I hope that helps, and I hope you're able to rewatch this. 2 hours 21 minutes is what we're clocking in at. So maybe like 3 minutes ago is when I started um Dahlia's reading, Love 88. All right. So, Moon Chiclet. Moon Chiclet. Are you here? Hello, Fuad. Moon Chiclet, are you here? All right. Okay, let me unmark this. Niara Thornhill. Niara, are you here? Niara. All right, Niara's here. Let me just make yours. Is there anything in particular that you want me to scan for? Or any areas that you want scanned? Niara, is there anything you want me to scan in particular, or do you want a general scan? Your jaw. Okay, let me go ahead and check. A lot of energy running through those, your jaw and your upper back. Have you been feeling some weird sensations in your tailbone? Because what I'm seeing is something feeding off of your Kundalini energy, and it's accessing through left and right of your tailbone. Do you have any, a little? Have you also been very emotional? Like sudden surges of really intense emotion, primarily sadness, like wanting to cry really badly out of nowhere. It's triggering you. Scanning the rest of you. I've sedated that parasite. There's quite a bit of latching to your low belly, lower right portion of your chest, throat, Wernicke area, temporal and parietal lobes, eyes. It does quite a number on it does quite a number on your emotions and how you receive information. When a parasite is latched into your Wernicke's area, that really can skew the way you communicate, meaning how you receive spoken word. Um, it's been really doing a lot. I've sedated. I would recommend a parasitic extraction for you. There's quite a bit of parasitic circumstance in your low belly as well. Is your belly kind of swollen, like a mildly tender? Um, it's primarily from hip bone to hip bone, like the low portion of your belly. Yeah. Um, I definitely recommend a parasitic extraction. You also need to consider modifying your diet because I do detect systemic inflammation. Oh, see. Um, do you have like a traditional American diet or a diet with grains? I think you're reactive intolerant. You can look this up, food intolerance. I think you're reactive to grains of all kinds, dairy, as well as nightshades. Okay. So I think those need to be completely eliminated from your diet for no less than 3 weeks. I'm not a licensed medical practitioner. I cannot treat nor diagnose, but this is what I see very common in my field work. And unfortunately, unless the nutritionist is trained in a more holistic method, they don't really know what to do. Not even an internal, whatever the hell they're called. Modern medicine doctors, allopathic doctors, don't know how to diagnose and have not come together to figure out a treatment plan for hyperpermeable bowel. I believe you have hyperpermeable bowel as well. Okay, that's leaky gut. I think all of this stems from you being a very high frequency individual. Oh, perfect! Girl. Do you really work in an apothecary? You know what's crazy is I've been really like, I need to go to an apothecary. I need to go to an apothecary. That is freaking awesome. Yes, definitely ask your herbalist. It would be a leaky gut. That's the main thing. You also need to support your liver as well as your kidneys. A little bit of the spleen as well. Okay, and girl, whole system overhaul. You definitely need. Oh, thank you, Ford. You definitely need to have a full body detox. Okay. Um, it's just a lot of stuff built up in your lymph. And that usually happens when you have systemic inflammation and things like leaky gut because the lining of the intestinal wall has a tendency to slough off. Um, Gosh, I hope you're not a celiac. Have you been tested for celiacs? Um, sorry, I wanted to get the name of your company. Um, Look at the symptoms. Celiac disease is it's not an allergy to gluten. It's an autoimmune condition. I'm concerned that you're at the cusp of an autoimmune condition. That's why I'm suggesting that you talk to your herbalist about a full body detox, especially the lymph. Um, Look at the symptoms. If you have those symptoms, you have to go and get checked. Okay. When I say get checked, I'm talking about confirmation, meaning a full liver panel. It might come back abnormal. Okay. Be prepared for extremely high levels of enzymes in your liver. Now, that doesn't really mean anything. It's just because that's how celiacs have a tendency to present. And the liver resolves any of those conditions usually the moment all the gluten is removed from the diet. The only problem is when you have celiacs due to high frequency. What ends up happening is cross reactivity. And this is what happened for me because I was exposed to gluten for most of my life. Um, and it was xenobiotics were getting into my bloodstream for most of my life. And so my body reads corn and rice as gluten. So they're gluten-free items, but my body reads it as though I've ingested gluten and I begin to bloat really bad, very painful belly, very difficult to have a BM, like just craziness. So you're gonna have to cut all grains out, every single last one. You can replace it with like quinoa. That's more of a seed than a grain. But yeah, definitely I think you're at the perfect company to figure this out. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in your system. You're at the cusp. If you haven't already developed an actual autoimmune condition like celiacs or like Crohn's, irritable bowel syndrome, things like that, uh, you're definitely at the cusp. You can stop it though. Simple change in diet. Within a few days, you'll start to feel better. And if you take herbs, this will resolve real quick, real quick. But you have to continue to eliminate the foods pretty much for the rest of your life, unfortunately. Which it's not unfortunate because you're going to outlive everyone. That's like really messed up to say, but it's the truth. People are like, "Oh my god, I feel so bad for you. You can't have cupcakes and cookies and ice cream. Oh, don't feel bad, boo. I'm going to outlive you. Don't feel bad. Just I'm rotten like that. It's okay. I don't feel bad." So yeah, but make sure you get checked, okay? I told my husband, your ass better get on the same diet because you're not allowed to croak before me. I'll bring you back, mofo. I will text Jesus my damn self. Yo, Jesus. No, I'm okay. I had to calm myself down. That's a little bit much. I hope that helps, Niara. Okay, Moon Chicklet. Moon Chicklet, are you here? Yeah, he be trying to eat fast. I'm like, what the fuck you doing? We got at least 100 years, right? You ain't allowed to die without me. Are you kidding me right now? We got a whole species to help. You knock that out. Yes, I actually can make plant-based pastries. I can make gluten-free pastries. I can make all kind of stuff. Tastes real good too. Now, if you guys want to experience this, I am having a retreat towards the end of September. There's still a handful of spots left. And I do plan to have a Sunday brunch, a mimosa brunch, where I'm actually going to cook for everyone. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Bring your allergies. I will feed you. All right. Moon Chicklet is not here, I don't think. Deb Lashbrook. Okay. Definitely. Deb, are you here? I can also make truffles, chocolate truffles. You don't be knowing. You don't be knowing. I'm telling y'all. It was such a good company, too. I don't know why I closed it down. All right, Deb, let's get you some info. Okay, I'm told I'm to use a different deck. That's intense. That is intense, Deb. Okay. I'm getting goosebumps. I'm told to read this to you. It's a part of the packaging. Before there was time, before there was language, there were the sacred symbols. What was going on? Talk to me, cards. What is going on? All right. This feels serious, Deb. Do you feel the gravity of this? All right. Okay. Ooh. All right. Got card number 10. Yeah, it feels super serious to me. And then this card comes up and I'm like, okay. Card number 10, the corn. Corn represents the mother of sustenance and tangible abundance. This symbol represents material prosperity in the world of form that provides stability and sustenance to many. There is more than enough. So I'm feeling like if you're having any worries about anything right now, don't worry anymore. Okay? As a matter of fact, I need to message you. I was told this information last night, but I didn't while I was looking at junk food and smelling fruit at the grocery store. I got caught up sniffing fruit and looking at junk food. I'm sorry, Deb, but I need to message you. You planted a beautiful field of dreams and worked hard. Even in moments when you were losing faith, you continued. Now the spirit of the corn comes to honor this and show you a bountiful harvest. This is a time to reap the rewards of hard work and trust, whether those rewards are financial or the kind of prosperity measured in quality rather than quantity. You are so blessed when this symbol appears. Don't forget to share your good fortune. I'll message you about this card, okay? And then you got card number 61. I knew I should have messaged you last night, but I was like, girl, don't do that. Mind your own business. You are my business. I'm messing. Card number 61, water. Water symbolizes purification, regeneration, birth, revival, and cleansing. It signifies an evolutionary shift from former self to new self. Many myths around the world speak of a great flood and the new life that's revealed after a deluge. Water begins without boundaries. Then, as soon as form has separated itself from water, it comes under the laws of time and life. thus acquiring limitations. When water arrives, you're invited to watch your emotions. Know they're going to be changeable and do not settle on a conclusion at this time. If you feel joy, feel that fully. If you feel sad, allow sadness to move through you. Water invites you to see the ebb and flow of events and trust you can ride the wave of opportunity when it arises. Natural flow is here. Go with it. This is a time for cleansing unwanted energy and sticky feelings. Consider this. What water does to the flesh, it does in sacred ritual to the spirit. The spiritual cleansing, like baptism, is the opportunity to get an instantaneous experience of timeless, non-ordinary reality in which all true creation takes place. I know what that's about. I know what that's about. I know what that's about. All right. And your final card. Card number 5, the beloved. The beloved is a recognition of spirit in another and moving towards spirit through the other. It's when the divine appears to us in the form of our child, our partner, our friend, and we experience being in love. As we grow, we start to recognize the beloved in everyone, not confusing their personality with their divine nature. Accept the invitation to learn through the path of love. Expand your being through union with another. When you recognize the beloved in another, you call forth their highest and purest nature. Follow the path of love. Ooh. So, bottom line, what these cards are saying is you have to say yes. When I message you later, what I'm telling you now will make sense, okay? You have to say yes. You just have to. I know a secret. I'm just saying. I just know a secret. You're going to know too when I message you later. Please message me once the live is done so I don't forget. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right, Rachel Romero. Rachel Romero. Okay. Rachel, are you here? I know. Remind me to not forget. All right, Rachel Romero. Let's get you some cards. Let's see. You're the whisper of a summer breeze. You're the kiss that puts my soul at ease. What I'm saying is I'm into you. Here's my story and the story goes. You give love, you get love, and more than heaven knows. You're gonna see, gonna run, gonna try, gonna take this love right to you. All the truth. Okay, here we go. Ooh, wait. Ooh, girl. Okay. The joking around has ended. This is intense. It's not bad. It's not bad, but it's intense. Card number 21, Beyond the Mind, the Heart Beats. This card tells me you're about to start, if you haven't already started, you're about to start quite possibly your first massive ascension cycle. You might have gone through some smaller cycles earlier in life, but this one is going to be a massive one. This is the one where you experience the dark night of the soul, sort of like a shamanic death, okay? Be ready for that. This is a very challenging process, but it's not an impossible process. This is something that you're not going to fail at. Okay. And when I say a dark night of the soul, I mean dark night of the soul. Card number 26, relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. So this is a period where you don't have to do anything but just observe. Be fully present in everything that happens, every conversation. You don't have to have any comebacks. You don't have to know any information. You don't have to school anyone. You don't even have to share what's going on. You simply have to be present. Okay? Listen to what people are actually saying. Not just saying with words, but saying with their actions, saying with their facial expressions, their body language. There's a lot of things going on around you that you've kind of overlooked. And it's not necessarily that you aren't fully present, it's that it's too painful for you to see the truth of who they are and what this is. I hope that makes sense. It's not confined to simply a romantic type of circumstance where you're needing to do this. This is like across the board, pretty much everyone in your life. And it's not that you're going to see negative things in everyone in your life. Okay. I don't want you to think that. It's that there are certain relationships where you don't recognize how much they actually go out of their way to show you what you mean to them, because they're not major shows of affection or appreciation. They're just little things that are very, very easy for anyone to kind of overlook, you know. But it's definitely, it's going to be very eye-opening for you. Okay, you're going to feel very gutted from the inside out. Everything is just kind of laid out in front of you, and you're going to be seeing your life for the first time with a brand new set of eyes. And you know, card number 38, restore and replenish. It's going to leave you feeling this way. All right, it's going to leave you feeling this way, and it's okay. It's okay to feel beat up by life and exhausted and just tired and wanting to be quiet and left alone to cry in a ball on the floor. It's okay to feel that way. But no, you're not going to be left to cry in a ball on the floor. Your soul is going to continue to push you to rise. Okay? This is just one part of the process. You're going to continue to rise. But first, everything you know about yourself, everything that you've convinced yourself that you know about you, about your life, all of that's going to be broken away. Okay? People have a very misconstrued perception of what ascension is. There are those who are in the spiritual industry, and it's an industry, okay? Where we have to be very clear with ourselves. Spirituality has become an industry. I work within this industry, so I recognize what's going on in this industry. There are those who sell this idea that ascension is some meditation or energy service, and suddenly you're woke, you're 5D, and you know, all of those things are absolute bullshit. They are. They're absolute bullshit. And you're going to come to recognize this, and it's going to leave you feeling very raw, like you have nowhere to turn. And that's how it has to be, because you can't turn to anyone else. You're going to have to dive deep within yourself to find the answers. Only you have these answers. No one is going to come to you and offer you a way out. Those that do are snakes in the grass. Remember what I'm telling you right now. You live in grass where many, many snakes frequent. Okay? Be very careful of those who speak with a forked tongue. You never know which half of the fork contains the truth and which half contains the lies. Rely only on yourself. You're the only one that can do this. Okay? This is going to be a very major, major period of your life. Usually for the first ascension cycle, first major cycle, uh, a lot of people fall away, not necessarily because there's drama. Um, it's more of a clearing away of those that don't have the same resonance, harmonic resonance as you. How do you identify them? Anyone that offers you a way to fix something, question that. Anyone who identifies themselves as a healer, question that. I can do a lot of things. I'm not in denial of that. I have the capability of doing quite a bit. Am I a healer? Fuck no, I'm not. No, I assist other people in their self healing. I cannot heal you. I can help you to see and remember how to heal yourself. Because as a sovereign, no one has that kind of power over you. Okay. So when people begin to speak with all this spiritual prose, they know all the terms and they have the appearance, they wear the clothes and then they have the spiritual tattoos and namaste. And, and it's not that everyone that does this is a snake in the grass, but you have to question because spirituality is worn as a badge of honor at this point. It's a way to show that you're more evolved than the next person, that you're somehow elite, and that's just mhm. Ask your higher self to guide you. Okay, it guided you to this live stream. It guided you to this part of your truth. Ask your higher self to guide you. I'm not going to be the only one that you come across that can help you remember the answers that you're seeking, but don't just accept other people's words as your truth. This is coming from your higher self. This is not a message from me. This is a message from your higher self. She wants you to be very clear with this. Just because it sounds good doesn't mean it is good. Because a lot of the things that I say, it actually contradicts much of the popular belief when it comes to spirituality, energy work, all of that. Okay. It contradicts it. So, am I more right? To me, yes. To anyone else, I don't know. It doesn't matter if I'm more right or more wrong. I don't have anything to prove to anyone. This is what I've lived through. And as a result of what I've lived through, this is what I know. This is what I've observed. Look for someone who is doing work based on what they have lived through, not based off of what they've Googled. Because a lot of people out there that are claiming to be spiritually elevated are nothing more than amazing Googleists. They Google it and then they regurgitate. Google and regurgitate, Google and regurgitate, Google and regurgitate. That's all they do. And it's irrelevant to them if it's accurate information or if it's information that's being spread as controlled opposition. It's irrelevant. It sounds good. It makes me look superior. People like that. And hey, I'm not going to knock them. You know, this is how they found to make a living. Okay, well, make your living, earn your living wage. We all have to pay to exist here, earn your living wage, whatever. But for you specifically, Rachel, this is a message for your soul or from your soul for you. So this tells me you're probably at risk of coming into contact with an individual like this. That never ends good. Okay. So it's not to be afraid. It's to be aware. If you begin to feel weird feeling about someone, regardless of how good what they're teaching sounds, if you have a weird feeling, avoid it. Don't participate. It doesn't matter who it is. If you have a weird feeling about me, avoid me. For God's sake, avoid me. You know what I mean? You have to do what's best for you. I think you're a very sensitive empath. And that type of empath, that level of sensitivity, we struggle more with feelings of guilt if we judge people. Well, judgment is necessary. It's condemnation that's not. You can judge someone to be a threat in some way to your spiritual well being. That's not condemnation. You need judgment for survival. Okay? Judgment is not bad, condemnation is. When you judge someone to be some sort of threat, whether you understand how or why or not, um, that's you protecting yourself. Now, when you begin to say, oh, that person is horrible, they're just yuck, that's condemnation. That's not necessary. Okay. So I guess what you have to take away from this, whether you understand or not, if you get an odd feeling, listen to it. Don't feel guilty. Simply excuse yourself from that conversation and don't go back until you understand where this is coming from. Don't go back. It's very simple. Okay. I hope that helps you. If it feels off or wrong, listen to your instincts, aka your higher self. Yes, Rebecca. Absolutely. Absolutely. All of last year, all of 2018 was screwed for me because I did that. The whole year was filled with, don't be that way, Emmy. Give them a chance. Oh, well, yeah, give them a chance to prove you right, girl. Because every single last one of them did. Every single last one of them did. All right. Rebecca Johnson. Okay. Okay. For both of you, Rebecca? Or just for you? Both? Okay. So breathe very deep and very slow. He's sparking. He's absolutely sparking. I think he's going through a massive level up. Has his behavior been a little bit different? You're welcome, Rachel. And I mean it, Rachel. If at any point I feel weird to you, don't keep coming back until you understand why. Okay? I'm not um, I'm not Superwoman. I can get breached. I can absolutely be used by parasites. It's very hard, very, very hard. But, and that goes for everyone. If I feel weird to you, just let me know and don't come back until you understand why. You know, don't give all your trust to someone just because you like their videos. You guys have to make sure you stay safe and healthy, energetically, spiritually, mentally, all of that. All right. So, yes, he is. Has he been sleeping more? Like a lot more? Okay. Yeah, I think he's downloading a lot and it's kind of difficult for his brain to keep up because he's still pretty young. Um, does he like apple juice or orange juice? Because you might be able to give him just very small amounts, like maybe a teaspoon worth of raw apple cider vinegar in juice um, once a day, once or twice a day, maybe half a teaspoon, something like that. Um, yeah, you can't really taste it in the apple juice. Or if you get them apple cider vinegar, no, apple cider, because it's bubbly, it hides the taste even more. That will help him acclimate to higher frequencies because it'll adjust his pH very gently. So you could do that, and then I don't know if he should have any processed snacks. His frequency is really high, like really, really high, Becky. Um, that would affect his mood too. It would make it much more difficult for him to self regulate. Yeah. Well, I mean, you already know. You know your daughter. She's not going to listen to anything you say. You kind of just have to do what you can while he's with you. And, unfortunately. But the silver lining is he chose her to be his mom. So he needs whatever those experiences are that he has with her. It definitely helps to shape him. It definitely will help to shape him in whatever way he needs to be shaped in accordance with his higher self's decisions. So, you can only do what's at your house. His frequency, though, has jumped so high. This is beyond Diamond Ray. This is like well beyond Diamond Ray. Um, does he have a seizure condition? He doesn't have like a seizure condition, right? Okay. So while he's with you, it's not guaranteed. Okay, don't freak out. But I did pick up around his brain mild misfires, and sometimes when mild misfires like that happen, if it's intense enough, it will then present as what do you call it? A seizure. Okay, a mild seizure. Okay. Ear tubes, estrogen tubes to drain his ears. He's probably reactive to dairy. He's probably if his frequency is this high, I don't know anyone with frequency this high who can tolerate dairy. Um, and I'm going to be honest, I don't think his mom's going to listen to you about that. Okay. You can mention it to her, but, you know, again, there's not much you can do if he's not with you. Okay. Some battles are worth fighting, some are not. You're going to have to decide on that. But he might have a seizure in the next week or two. If he does, is he's going to be perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Lay him down. Make sure that he's on his side so that way he doesn't asphyxiate. If he vomits, turn him on his side, sweep his mouth away. Don't stick your finger like this. Sweep it from the side and hook it out. Okay. If he has any food in his mouth. But his brain might be able to keep up though. I feel like it's not guaranteed that he would have a seizure. I feel like his I know. There's no way to get around this without freaking out. You would just lay him down, make sure he's still breathing, call 911, make sure he's still breathing. I don't feel like it would be a massive seizure. And then they'll observe him and they'll be like, well, maybe it was just a febrile, whatever the hell it's called, the childhood seizures that people outgrow. That. And what's happening is it's a OS download, operating system update, um, and the brain has to reboot. That's what the seizure does. It's a massive like burst of energy, and then the brain shuts down, reboots, and then he's good again. And the seizures, I mean, energy, it's bioelectricity. So as the brain gets rebooted, all of that runs through the bioelectricity runs through the body, and that's how the muscles actually contract. It sends a pulse of bioelectricity, and it causes the muscles to shorten. It shortens, and that's how it contracts. And so that's why the seizures, like people get all tense and stuff because of the bioelectricity. But just know he's going to be fine. He's going to be completely fine. He might be dazed, but he's going to be completely fine. Okay. I just don't want it to happen. And then you're like, oh my God, what did I do? I think if you're able to give him some apple cider vinegar, um, the raw kind, just a little bit. Don't give him too much because he'll get diarrhea. Maybe like a half a teaspoon in his juice, just like once a day. Um, what do you call it? It will help with his pH balance. Just adjust a mild adjustment, and I think that will be enough because his brain is not wired like normal children. It's not like an average brain. He's able to compute way more than you realize. He's probably not talking much right now because he feels like there's just really not much to say, you know? So one of my kids, he didn't start speaking in front of other people. Like he would say a few things to me here and there, but not in front of other people at all until he was around like I want to say 4, maybe almost 5. Now he just won't shut up. I'm just like, bro, you already told me this like 5 times. I love you. I love to listen. But now when you can tell me the same thing 5 times. All right, let me see. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like he's pulling in so much frequency. This is well beyond Diamond Ray, well beyond Diamond Ray. You're gonna have to figure out a way. Oh, Deb. Well, no. Deb, you can do the faucet. Allow maybe just like a third or a fourth of a cup worth of hydroplasma to drain. Okay, Deb? Try it. It's probably just going to slow him down just a little bit for a few minutes. Yeah, is I don't think it's going to stop him at all. There's no way to stop that influx of energy because he's not just pulling in galactic energy. This is not just from the cosmos. He's pulling it up from Gaia too. Like both all the way up, all the way down. So that's a lot of energy. Shit, I'd have a seizure. I'm pretty sure. That would take me really close to seizure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure of that. Okay, Becca, he's badass. Okay, he's totally badass. He will be fine. I'm telling you this more of just to make sure you're prepared. If it did happen, I don't think it will. But if it did, I don't want you to freak out and be like, "Oh my god, I did something wrong." You didn't do anything wrong. Okay? So let me see your energy because your energy is absolutely responding to his. Do you feel yourself jittery or like fingertips tingling? Because I can't quite tell. It seems like he's sending energy to you. Yes. I'm tingling all over. You're scaring me, THO. It hurts. Oh my God. He is just, this is a lot of energy. It's actually making me very dizzy. How is he how is he acting right now? Is he still bouncing off the walls or did he slow down just a little bit? Yeah, you're not going to stop him for longer than a few minutes. So what's going on is that for some reason, his higher self has decided to start sending me ridiculous amounts of energy, like insane amounts of energy. I feel like I've just had an entire pot of espresso. It's actually becoming a little bit difficult to function. And his higher self asked me to take in the energy and share it with all of you. Becky, do you want to share how old he is? You guys, he's only 3. This is the future of humanity. I hope you guys know this. Children like him are the future of humanity. And he's about to share his energy with all of you guys. Okay. So, for whoever is willing, I first will ask your higher self for permission. So, if you want to just observe, that's perfectly okay. You don't have to allow the energy in. Um, as long as your higher self gives permission, then the energy will enter. But if it doesn't, it will not. Okay. So just breathe very deep, very slow. For those of you who can feel this, that's God. Isaiah's asked God to come forward and make its presence known. How do you guys feel? These children come here, and they're such a gift. Such a gift. And we try and convince them they're broken and flawed and bad, failures, worthless, that they need to be medicated, they need to be fixed in some way. There's nothing wrong with these children. At 3 years old, how many of you has he touched? 3 years old. There are so many children that are just like him. So many children. And they come here willingly carrying the burden of the wounds of adults. They willingly carry the wounds of all the generations before them. And this is not to make us feel guilty. It's not to make us feel bad as though we're horrible. This is to show you there's nothing to fear about our future and our evolution as a species. The fact that these children are now occupying the same space as us, they are walking fractals of God. That gives me more than hope. That gives me a knowing. Everything that we are suffering through right now as a people, regardless of nation, everything. These children are here to correct, to bring us back to center point, to take us back home to our heart space. This type of suffering won't continue much longer. There's nothing anyone here can do to stop these children. Nothing. Nothing. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I hope you guys felt that. All I did was spread the energy around. None of that was my energy. Eternal J, you still are that kid. You still are. So, you guys, whatever you felt, if it made you feel ridiculously emotional, so fully loved with no condition or limits, that's God. Not God as taught by religions. God in the truth of what God is, the everything, the nothing, and the spaces in between. We don't need to believe or worship for God to exist, for God to believe in us. God doesn't need our permission. But I will tell you guys this before I go. Whether you believe in God or not, God obviously believes in you. Believed in you so much that that simple thought of you translated into physical form. That tells me every single last one of us is a very precious part of creation. Every single last one of us. He's gonna keep bouncing, girl. He's absolutely going to keep bouncing. He's carrying enough energy for the entirety of humanity. Let me get to Moon Chiclet.
Oh,
Clearing fire, clearing. All right, perfect. All right, let me just. Oh, that was so beautiful. I hope the feeling continues for you guys. I'm so just. Please tell Isaiah I said thank you so much, that he makes my heart sing beautiful songs. I so love him. I so love him. Let me go ahead and do some layering fire. Doop doop doop. And if any of you know someone that needs to experience the purity of God energy, please do have them watch this. Okay? They don't have to watch the whole thing. Just go to the part where we do this. All right. Breathe very deep and very slow, Moon Chiclet. Moon Chiclet, your higher self is asking for an activation. You were put to sleep to prime your brain to receive the activation. Isaiah's energy was another component. This is going to be galactivation level. Breathe. Please make sure you're seated. I'm going to be entering through your third eye. You might feel a sensation of expansion within your cranial space. It might get mildly uncomfortable. You might feel ice fire at the base of your skull, top of your spine. Activating your kundalini. Triangulum. All right. How do you feel? Thank you, Kaylee. I hope I didn't knock you out. Moon Chicklet, are you okay? Just finish your experience. And for some of you, if you felt a lot of intense energy, apparently you might be a part of Moon Chicklet's soul tribe. There were several others that were receiving downloaded information as well. So just so you guys are aware, okay? You're gonna be receiving massive surges of energy, okay, Moon Chicklet? It probably, I want to say maybe like 5 to 10 minutes from now, and then another one in maybe like 30 to 40 minutes after that. Okay, so kind of just lay down and allow yourself to finish your experience. Excuse me. For those of you that experience a lot of energetic flow within you right now as well, please make sure you stay seated for a little bit longer to make sure that you don't get dizzy and fall over, okay? Your left hand is your receiving chakra. That's why it's tingling like crazy. Kasha, I'm checking your head right now. I'm draining some of the energy. Allow the energy to flow. Don't be afraid. This is not energy from anywhere but God's source itself. Okay, not my energy, not any other energy, but from God's source itself. This is energy you have an absolute claim to as well. This is part of your birthright, all of us. Don't be afraid. This energy cannot hurt you. Okay? It's when we resist, it kind of makes it into like a pressure washer, and that will not feel comfortable. Yeah. So Just breathe very deep and very slow. Close your eyes. If any of you are feeling intense pressure, I want you to close your eyes. If you're driving, please don't close your eyes, or operating machinery or any of that. Close your eyes if it's safe. Close your eyes and listen to the sound of my voice. Inhale the light of your truth. Exhale the darkness of your doubt. Inhale calm. Exhale fear. Feel the excess energy going down your body, down your chest, down your belly, down your legs. Feel it pooling around your feet like a golden puddle before the earth absorbs it. Feel your heart rate slowing back down to a calm state. Feel your breathing slowing down as well. There is no pain, simply a release of fear. We feel very safe, very calm, very comfortable. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. Allow yourself to exhale. Inhale. Slowly exhale. Slowly inhale. Slowly exhale. All right. How do you guys feel now? 3 hours, 33 minutes, and 33 seconds. Yes! I got it. Fuck yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. It was 3 hours, 33 minutes, 33 seconds, and 33 thumbs up. Yes. Yeah, you're going to feel off fire for a while, Moon Chicklet. For a while. So you guys, if you haven't already, please do give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Turn on the notification bell. Join me every single time I'm live. I plan to finish all the zodiac signs tomorrow. I love ya. Tomorrow I'm doing zodiac sign tomorrow in the morning, real early. Early in the morning tomorrow, I plan to do the rest of the zodiac signs. If you'd like some general guidance for your zodiac sign, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, check me out. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Thank you for staying. Thank you for partaking and being a part of my journey. I really, really appreciate you guys. You have no idea. You have no idea. From the deepest depths of my heart's oceans, I love you guys, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Bye.